check 1 2 going live in 3 2 1 let's go. Should have done that before going live. All right, do we got blue? I think it's different from this one. Yeah, we can go with this one. We don't want it so bright, not so dull. This how I used to have it. Not bad actually. It's too bright. It don't sound raw. It don't look good. 1 2, that's good. All right, so let's see what we missing today. We are day 83 now. But look, I am late today, I know, but better late than never. I am super late. Okay, it's now week 18. Let's see what I have missed. Let me start with the okay, this is all shenanigans from last time, but I didn't group them. They should all be in group 5. Jesus. Okay, I might just have to close them manually then. Close. I need a bigger computer. The one I have is giving up. Okay, what have I missed? Nothing actually. Oh yeah, I might have missed a good trade here. That down candle is a candidate for a trade, but it might be setting up right now. Let me see. Let's go down to the 1 minute. If there's a trade, I'm gonna hop on it quick. There's a trade right now actually. 1 2. Yep, once we cross below that trend line, that's a trade. The thing is though, am I ready? This might be the biggest. My stop loss will go above that high. Oh, 104. So we're looking for 200. Oh no, we use the latest. So this swing and this one, another one just formed, so we'll update the trend line to the latest one. Unless now we do out something like this, then that to me will be more of sell side. Well, this is still sell side anyway. Well, I had someone call it a trend line sell side, but I am here. Visibility current interval only. So this indeed is a signal coming from this last down candle. I would say this would be the best one to use though, this one here. And I don't like the fact that it was confirmed here, and then the next candle just, you know, reverses that progress, because that also means that whatever was to be used as resistance here is now likely to be used as support for price to go the other way. So because of that, can I not take this signal here? We got 2 zones. Oh, yo, I'ma just take you, bro. I don't like that. I just got here. Okay, let's see what ES is doing. Maybe. Okay, I like ES. So I'm thinking ES is set up. It looks good. Breaker, wick, body wick. That's the retest right there. So yeah. What is this guy doing? The first ES sell side is down here. that will be the same level as this low. So I don't know why I'm not yet ready to start using just the 15-minute breakers. This right here would be done. 1:2. Okay, I might take that trade just because I like how ES looks, and these two like to correlate, and 1 is too little, 2 is too much. 170, so looking for 300 and 314. Okay, that's what we're getting, that's what we get. All right, I'm gonna be taking this trade. I'm not feeling it though. 15-minute fair value gap into support right here. Hish. And then we kind of have like a, see that triangle right there? So this thing can, you know, either go up or down. Price is being squeezed. Pollock, are you bullish? Because I've not even looked at the higher time frames. Yo, too many adverts. That's all good anyway. Guys, to make their money. All right, we're going up. So what I'm going to do is head over to the high time frame real quick, see what we're working with. Previous day low is just right here. Are we not likely to take that fast before resuming? This is Friday low. Friday low. Friday high right here. Up there. And then let's look at the midpoint. But Loco, what you looking at? Longs, are you still bullish? Friday EQ half point. Okay, we're Gucci here. We're good. And then this is an old daily low, which I think we might also want to take. If we take the pre-Friday low, which I think old daily low. And then we do have this gap here. Yeah, bullish. Okay. This is a weekly. Friday low is also previous week low. How do I know? PWL, previous week low. And Friday high is just about the previous week open. I don't need that. And look at where we are. I have to mark that. That is a volume imbalance on the weekly. Pretty much the body is not touching. Monthly, we are somewhere within last month, whatever. Look at this gap here. Someday it will be fumed. Now look at where we're kind of getting, and this is also some all day gap too, so might be something for our volume imbalance. That don't look right. Friday EQ, right where that weekly volume imbalance is at. And we do have another one here, so in case we start going up, that could be a target. volume imbalance on the daily. And I think those are what are called new day opening gaps. I think I'll just, and there's also like a little bit one up there. That is a lot of points. We might not get there today. So if we are bullish, according to my whatever, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for like 15-minute breaker for me to be comfortable to take that trade. Still, you know, a little bit, no, I don't want to say stuck, but I'm in that comfort zone. Let's look at the 15-minute real quick. So above this up candle will be my entry. And Polok, I think that time like you're kind of getting your trades, I would have like a 15-minute bullish order block just above, and you'd be done by the time we're getting there. So as I'm easing into trying to take trades like you, that could be one of the things maybe I'll be looking for. Is there like a bullish order block that I would be looking to take a trade off of? Boom, then enter. As I stop chickening out. Waiting for too many confirmations. Did I look at the 4 hour? Ideally I would mark the week of this week. The week of this week. I would mark the EQ. That's the half point of the week here. But that can lead to analysis paralysis. Again, that previous 4 hour is just at that Friday EQ level, so I don't need to mark that candle. The same thing as the previous 1 hour. So we are, why did I say 15-minute? Okay, we are in a 15-minute fair value gap. I've been taking the previous 1 hour low. Okay. Let's look at the 30-minute candle here real quick. I need to look in terms of breakers. So I could also use this one on the 30-minute. Brother, can you hear him? Yeah. Jesus is Lord. Yeah. 3-0. There you go. So now I could argue too that we confirmed this breaker here, the last up candle before we shot down like this. We just closed above it. Look at the next candle. Kind of negates that, what I would now use as support, but then the next one, you know, it's like no. I think we really want to go up. So, you know, same thing as maybe no. Okay, so I could be bullish now. With the 15-minute, that is a 30-minute zone right there. Nothing has been used in here, but I can argue this down candle, up candle here before we shut down. We did close and look at how it uses support. The wick might have gone to the extreme low, but the bodies are still being kept in there. And look at that touch at 2 a.m. in the morning. But then again at 2 a.m. man, maybe someday we will get to divinely know when to get such trades. Like look at that touch go. So for now I think I'll wait for continuation on the 30 minutes. That could be, you know, maybe wait for a touch to keep going up, and this can be just you know, there's always something opposing, because then I'm thinking this is going to be like a strong resistance area where we touch and then keep going down, but then it's a big range, 100 points. So going to the 15-minute, do we have a trade on the 1 minute? Yes, we do. So not yet, but 50 is now crossing 100. So we are switching gears. I'm gonna delete this for the sake of clarity. What was this? It was on the 15 minutes. This guy was about to fool me, y'all. If I did get a signal here, maybe I would have taken it. That would have been a quick loss. Not that there's a problem, but if the loss can be avoided, it better be avoided. Alright, my people. This might be, look at that squeeze, y'all. Then it chooses one side. Can be clear without the EMAs. This right here is not also usually like solid, because you can still see it do something like this and then come retest and then go the other way. But 30-minute closure here. 30-minute closure. So we are ready in terms of support from a high time frame bias, if I would say that, from a high time frame point using the 30-minute. So I argue this was the last up candle, the swing high. We shot down, we just closed above that. Ideally you would want for price to retrace back to the OTE level here, but with these high time frame zones I don't see that happening. Once it touches that support, it wants to keep going up, or maybe do such a thing, come down, then immediately go up. I'm gonna draw the 15-minute. Where is it? This one here, and maybe work with that one. Gray 15. 7:45. Pull it to 8. This is too much, yo. Let me look at that weekly one more time. So this down candle shoots like this, and we retrace. Yeah. This don't look good. We didn't take that previous week low. It was so close. I wonder if ES has done that, taking out the previous week low. Yes. So we might be retracing to the upside, but this is just too good though, like low. That to me is like sell side, yo. But when it's slanting, I like to put the money signs. Previous week low ES is taken. but I like the green to be up there. What am I looking for? The EQ level. Previous week EQ, did I have it? This is just me doing a lot on ES. This is also Friday. No, I don't like this playlist. Too many webs. Too many. And then I will mark the previous week high. Let me look at what the 1 minute is doing. Okay. So I need to see a retracement and touch the 50. That's the only way I'm taking this trade. Touch the, just, it has to just come close. So moving forward, I want to be a little bit strict, just a little bit more strict. What was that? Its weekly imbalance is just here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Volume imbalance on the weekly time frame. Just the same thing. It's also a daily, whatever. Weekly and also the daily. That makes me happy. And we do have like a small one here too that we cannot assume as well. That might be just enough. Analysis paralysis. You don't need all this stuff, but why not? We're just gonna go back to the 30-minute. Maybe that's why we okay, so and I'm getting some resistance from there. Now manageable on the 15-minute. Okay. Still no signal, so we're good with the balance. How about the daily? Do we have one right before? So this is the one that ES is working on right now, meaning it might just go through it because Nasdaq has So if I was trading both, I'd be like, maybe I should. This is 21st May to 22. That is where ES is right now. Daily. 21st to the 22nd. While Nasdaq is up here. If I was trading ES, I'll be looking for longs to see if we'll get there. Or ES doesn't want to get up there. So is Nasdaq just going to, finish some business and then resume? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, I'm going to delete those lines just for clean charts. And I think a lot is marked. What is this? This is a daily something. Okay. It's too far. It is too far. Too far. No, it's not. They are getting the retracement from a high time frame level. I don't know. I don't know. Do I want to take this signal, y'all? Might be a mistrade, and I think I will be okay. Equal highs. Jesus. This zone is confirmed. I don't like this so much. Look at that break on the ES. It's still holding the last down candle before which, I mean, there's one here, and then this is another one. Wick, body wick. Look at the body still staying below half of that of my breaker here. Nasdaq has not yet traded above this high. So what are we looking at? Let me look at ES real quick. It might have a down signal actually. Or not. Patience. This is just my Salome. Salome in the building. I might be overthinking here. And I don't need to. Why is this here? No, we will just might be overthinking. This is still a candidate. I am not comfortable using this guy here. Half point of that breaker been used as support. Precise. That half point is 25, 29, 532.5. The low of that candle is 29, 549. Loco, did you take a trade already? It must be in the money. Let me see if I can trace your setup. Ooh, right here, I suppose. Number 5, bullish, show the look. Okay, I'm gonna push this whatever to the side here and kind of concentrate on that 15-minute breaker right there. All I can say, if this thing is gonna be reversing, I hope I don't get a buy signal. That's the whole point, I guess. Do you guess? 8:15. And then we have this zone here, which, I mean, ideally it's meant to be filled anyway. And that trade is gone. And ES is catching up quick. It is catching up real quick. Catching up fast. So this zone is not yet confirmed. We'll have to wait for like that 12-minute candle to close for me to consider it. Otherwise, it is a candidate that has not yet graduated. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'll start entering when you enter. It's only that I got here late. I've actually been thinking about it. I'm like, yo, though you can still leverage on that strategy. So let me go for the CFDs. Did you start futures already? US 100 entered at 29 at the 29,349. Like way down here. Oh, this one. And your stops down here, or but you made 1:2 down here? Not yet, so maybe somewhere here. 1:2, something like that. Damn, get in, get out, like just simple. Oh my lord. Nice. There's even a trend line. But that means you'd enter here. Trend line phantom. So the week daily bullish. 4 hour looking good, 1 hour looking good. What is this? Okay. Then the 5-minute 6:30, which was here. Wait for sweep. Fast order block. Get in. The touch. Oh, this will be the 720 to 725. So the entry candle will be this one.
Why is it so hit or miss?
Well, for one, they throw a bunch of hidden fees at you, a bunch of crazy rules.
All right, gotcha. Man, I'm getting a hold of your thing. I would need to. So when I drew the so-called squeeze, you entered with the squeeze up, which pretty much, you know. There you go. Boom, touch. Let's go. All right. Let me leave it like that. Congratulations on that one. Quick and easy. I don't want to say easy. Nice and quick. Nothing is easy here. Once you submit this, that's it. There's no more control. Eight more minutes. See if that breaker will hold. I think it will. And I hope we do get a retracement. Because if we're extremely bullish, then you'll see price just come to the 16, then keep going up. Then by the time it's coming to the 15, it's way up here, where I'd say the probability of the strategy working kind of reduces unless we are still extremely bullish, where we can still see the retracements up here and it still goes to the other way. For example, on Friday, even after I hit my 1:2, it still kept going down and around and there was still another signal that, you know, was way down there and still would have been a winner. Actually, let's go check out that day. Can I group today's work? Second. Okay, so that means I can also group this day. They all should be in here. Beautiful. Amazing. I know it seems scary because the ODB seems to not enough, but it is, trust me. Oh my god, I like the way you hit your TPs too quick. But I've seen you've been consistent with it, so I do trust you, but I don't trust me. 6 more minutes. I do think that's gonna work. But will we get our retracement? Trading above the Friday EQ in terms of the previous day low. ES did sweep below the previous Friday low. EQ did not. It did not. It did not. Wait a minute. Why do you think ES did? Yes, it did. Right there. Sweep. But anyways, just that I have not got enough time to be in front of my charts off streaming. I do have a couple of things I want to backtest. I want to backtest a 5-minute ORB. And also I want to backtest Poloco's strategy seriously for maybe just get data for 2 months or 3 months. Do it on when the market is trending one-sided, either going up or down, and where it's chopping. But if it's chopping, then it means there's no trade mostly. Because now with that strategy, it means we have to break down some beliefs that are embedded in the brain, and that is not easy. Okay, 4 more minutes to see if we will close above this zone here. I'm gonna push this to the side completely, and you guys, we know you're there. Go to the 5-minute and Zippo current interval only. What's the progress of your sister? She's still who drinks juice in the morning? You guy, my guy. So wait for sweep. Daily bullish, 4 hour, 1 hour bullish. The bias is bullish. 5-minute order block, the first one you see. Let's go. Now at the moment, I would trust this one and I wouldn't get the signal. This one, yeah, that stronghold has to be broken down. Maybe I'd say there's a weak body week here. Let's say go for that one. Weak body week. Okay, 2 minutes, whatever. Let's go check out the 5 minute. Let's see if we'll be done in 5 minutes. In 2 minutes. Can I? No, let's just go to another EQ. Leave this one alone. NQ, I mean. You stay on the 5 minute. I'll be back in 2 minutes, and you stay here. Pull up those EMAs so we're ready in case we do get a trade, which I think we might. So I need a retest to this area. This again is, I would say, like one of the best trades I've seen, where the 15-minute order block just before it's confirmed, the EMAs have lined up. It is an order block just before it's inverted for it to become support. If you think about it, breakers are order blocks, failed order blocks. So EMAs, see how the EMAs are lining up as I'm waiting for the breaker to confirm, and then you get that retracement. It touches the breaker and then also touching the 50 and then a break over trend line. Ooh, it's just a little bit of everything lining up perfectly. So I don't know if we're gonna be seeing that today. In terms of in the trades I've taken, maybe 1 or 2. So it's like a rare occurrence. Well, let's see if we can see that today. Nice. So with a CFD account with, like, let's say 4.5%, you can withdraw if you want to, right? 4.5%. What's the size of our account? Is it it told me a 10k or a 25k? I'm cold in here. If we can get that retracement, bro, touch the breaker and also the 50 with a trend line, we might have a very good trade here. We might have a very good trade. And then how to get targets for this will be the first breaker that was respected from that low. No, thank you. To the respected breaker somewhere up here, which makes sense because there's some buy side right there, some resting liquidity up there, looking good with those equal highs. So that seems legitimate to me. We'll put buy side liquidity somewhere up there. And if we get up here, then we're also likely to go and take that Friday high. And remember, there's no news today, not even the yellow news. Again, something I've noticed with such days is once the market starts going one side, it will kind of stay on that side and go slowly, maybe a little retracement and then resume. So maybe we might not be getting an entry today because I think it has already started on that side. So we might see just something like this slowly, just maybe a little bit resume. Nice. So at what point is she planning to withdraw? There's a time there's a platform that was called it was a really good platform, but they closed. Smart Prop. I had I was funded with a 25k account, and I think within 2 days I was up 26,400, so 1,400 in profits. In terms of unrealized, I think I'd gone up to close to 2,000, I think, in unrealized. But I don't know, I wanted to make 2,700 so I can withdraw and pay my rent and have something left. But one of the days I don't know what I did. I went into like a buying spree, a trading spree. So in my mind I'm thinking that the drawdown is static, but the drawdown was following you. And I lost that account. That pissed me off, man. Because I'm thinking as long as I stay above 25k, I'm good. So I kept taking trades. I don't know what got into me that day, and I kept losing until 25,100. So I'm thinking I'm okay, I'll just stop here and I'll come back the following day. And then I get an email that you have broken one of the rules. Your drawdown. Oh my god. That was a little bit painful. My first ever funded account. I had all the chance to withdraw. Never did. I should have. When it got to 1,600 profit, I should have withdrawn, and then you get back you get a refund. And then shortly after, they closed. They're like, we cannot do this anymore. But they did refund everyone their money. Whoever was in profits got paid. They did refund everyone's money. That profile was just too nice. Will you give me a retracement, y'all, or... So no concern with ES, with SMTs. They've both broken the high. Poloko, don't compare too much. More than me. It's called a sibling something. Oh wait, there was a comment from Salome. Salome, I've never asked you about your strategy. Would you like to share? Yeah, I might have, missed out on today. But look, I don't know if you've noticed, if you look at the news charts, whenever there's no news, like no news at all, once the market starts moving on that side, it kind of stays on that side. So you can go back and look and maybe see if that's something you can use. So like today, maybe you could have only closed 80% and then leave a runner, just to see if that logic. But I've seen it a couple of times, not all the times, but I've seen it a couple of times. Number one is on red news day like NFP and FOMC, CPI. Whenever they're done doing whatever they're doing and then it just chooses a side, it tends to stay on that side for at least that session. Sometimes it will go to also the other sessions until the next day, and then don't use this to, you might now see this thing just one-sided. Bro, in Botswana, oh come on, that's just in Africa, that's a lot of money. Oh, it's kind of complicated. Okay. Every strategy is complicated, but you who is using it, you make it look easy. It should be easy to you. I understood, like for example, Poloko's strategy, I understood it real quick because it's concepts I've seen, but I might not have been, connected the way he has. But I feel like every strategy is complicated. But you, the owner, make it look easy. Do I say makes it or make it look easy? Oh, I was gonna do something. Check out the 5-minute ORB for today, if it made any sense. Will you give us a retracement? So in terms of high time frame levels, we are coming up here. FTMO meets TradingView. Up here. Yeah. We're not using this anymore. So my strategy I've noticed is good for holding trades a little longer and not having to worry about retracements. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think it is an intraday. Is scalping intraday? I don't think so. But for scalping, is there a difference between scalping and intraday? Intraday trading is just trading inside the day, right? Let's ask Google. I'm cold. It's getting cold in here. Put on some clothes. La la la. Okay. It makes sense. In scalping will be seconds to a few minutes. Intraday will be 15 minutes to several hours. Okay. So my strategy, I would say it's intraday, but sometimes it has some scalping results. You get smoked in seconds. Scalping 20 to 100 trades per day. Intraday 1 to 5 quality setups per day, but still you can have the discipline of intraday in your scalping. By scalping just one trade a day. Very small gains per trade. whatever. Now the sad part with this thing is we can see just go all the way up here, and then now that's when we get a signal. My goodness. I think this was the chance. I might have just blew, but then there was no signal anyway. There was no signal anyway. Right here. Maybe this was a chance. But there was no signal. Fair value gap and a swing high. Let's look at gold. Let's represent prof. Gold is golden. Well, let's look at YM. YM is YMing. Look at that. US 30. Yeah, same thing. What is this? So well, it's bullish on the high time frames. 5 minute consolidating will be the best term. That don't look good. All right, let's go to this NQ here. This one. I'll take that out, and I'm gonna switch to the 5 minute, and then the first 5 minutes after the market open. This guy. Okay, so there was no signal if you're trading the 5 minute ORB, whatever style. So break, retest, and then like a nice, need to be on the 1 minute though. Whoa, maybe that would have been the entry right there. That would be a loss. Hold up. 635. That would be the range. Let me do this. That new. Let me just do something else. So what time is it? 6:50. No, you're looking at 6:30 to 6:35. So what are you doing? Okay, right here. That will be the range. Yeah, it's okay. We're gonna pull it to the front. You're waiting for a breakout. So you don't want to take the breakout. You want to wait for a retest and then take the strong bearish candle. You see? Yeah, it's too many advertisements. I don't know. We have to touch that low, I guess. Touch. Okay, some movement to the downside. Isn't that a confirmation enough? I'd argue we've inverted that 1 minute fair value gap. Isn't that a confirmation enough to get a trade here? Where would your stop loss be? Smoked in 1, 2, 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. And then now we have what we have right now. Let me see. So if you just waited, you say I'll just wait, breakout. This is retesting off, boom, boom. That looks good in terms of being bullish. Stop loss, where would that be now? For me, I'd have it below this low. I'm gonna go for 1:2. It'd still be waiting. If you can be willing to trade this, you can surely trade the 5-minute order block too. I would have, for me to trade this 5-minute ORB, I'd have to get some more confirmations. I'd have to set up some type of way to use EMAs. I don't know. But only do like maybe switch to 9 and 30. I don't know. Let's look at the 15-minute one. I know others use 15 minutes. Wait a minute. 6:30 to 6:45. The first 15 minutes. That's not right. No, the first 5 minutes is here, bro. Same thing anyway. And then the first 15 minutes right there. Excuse me. Breakout. Retest. Never came out. Breakout. Waiting for a retest. Sorry. It's gone. And I think this is why some people would just enter when the candle closes. Because of such days where you don't get a retest. Anyway, whatever's up to you, man. ORB. Whatever is up to you. There's a guy called, I don't know what it's called. For him, when he gets out and comes back in, he's going long, aiming for the other high. Out of range, back in the range, buying to go get the other side. While others, you're waiting for it to go out, go in, retest, then keep going. Bro, we're just different traders, and I think if you're disciplined, we can all eat at our own different times, you know. All right, back to watching this thing go without me. Boy. Wait a minute. So, yeah, either way, I'll still have to wait for retracement. Because I can just use any other up candles along the way. I think we might be getting up here. I will mark this just to see if we'll get there. 1 SD, and that will be the low to the high of the breaker that I think was respected, which I would say was this one. Even though we confirmed, we went down, but immediately, you know, resumed the other side. So that's what I'm seeing. Someone else is saying we did retrace into that 15-minute fair value gap. Someone else is looking at this zone here and is like, that's a break and retest of the zone, even though we didn't touch that zone. Yep. Again, but this is on the weekly though. Can we still use that on lower time frames? Maybe.
Just opened. Offer pricing on your first accounts. The lowest target in the segment on FundedNext. Rewards arrive inside a day after requesting, or a backup kicks in. Futures. Flex on FundedNext.
This is that daily whatever on ES. Anyway, if I do get a trade, I'm taking it. That's just how it is. I will take that trade.
hit drums and click cover. Yes. This is good. Okay, perfect. I feel like the song needs a rhythm guitar.
This is a daily something here. Look at that. Again, not to talk myself out of being comfortable with longs, but we do have like a nice touch. 140 stop. We might just do one contract. Come on, give me another retracement, y'all. Come on. ES has already, NQ has already, is now trading above this volume imbalance, and then on the same day, we confirmed that. So is ES going to want to catch up? Is it going to catch up? Let's see if ES had a signal. It has one right now. So if I was trading both, I'll be taking that. So, you know, and it's actually a good one because it does seem like it's gonna go and catch up with NQ. Should I try ES today? What's the worst that will happen? What is the worst that will happen? Create a limit order. Let me see how it... Wait a minute. ES seems like it's much better to trade in terms of risk management. So 13 points, which is different with ES. The metrics are gonna be different. Let me ask Google Q versus ES points. So with NQ, each point is worth $20. With ES, each point is worth $50. Points. But then if I lose this, I'm gonna be, what were you doing? What was you doing? That is not in your plan. So just come back and see if there was a signal. At the moment, there is no signal. Okay. Point NQ plus Okay, do I require, so everything is kind of good now. The only thing that we haven't done is is retested the breaker here, but right on top of that breaker is a 15-minute fair value gap. So if I really want to be strict, I would not take this trade until I see a touch of the breaker. But I've taken trades like this and they still work so well. Now what is that distance? 100, so that is just one micro. Anything above 60 points is 1 micro. 1 micro contract. Again, I don't like this so much, where one, you know, high and low, then the other one is high. Even though we are forming that right now, some of the reversals I have seen do start like this. Analysis paralysis. $8.29. It is a bullish candle, of course. 30-minute. If we can still touch this, I think I'd be more confident in that trade. We'll push this 15-minute to the side a little bit. Yo, I'm hungry, man. I need to go grab something to eat. My tummy's grumbling. Oh, well, let's focus for a minute. I'm sorry for all the breathing. This trend line is too nice. And if we start going short, it would have to be these down candles, which would be actually nice because we would have broken this trend line, a retest or breaker, but then that would mean waiting a little bit. But why would that be like where price is getting to? ES has two equal highs here. Well, double tops. That is someone's strategy. Someone is going short here because of those two high highs. I'm assuming that would be a double top. Or does it have to be like two higher highs nearby? Again, we also do have SMT here, divergence between these two guys. We have a low and a lower low. And then we also have a high, a low and a lower high. And actually very steep. So now when you see that, you're kind of like, something might be, you know, something could be brewing here. At but this wasn't, it wasn't a low yet. But you know, when you come later after the day open, maybe when on Sunday, That could be part of your analysis. Okay, so I think we've touched that breaker. Now, can we see a reversal from here? I kind of liked when this happens too, because even if they want to manipulate a little bit, and they still have some distance to cover. Disadvantage is it might be a little bit too late. Advantage is get a little bit more confirmation. What are we likely to see here? Salome, you didn't tell us anything about your strategy. You just said it's kind of complicated. You trade EMAs, breakouts, ICT, supply and demand. What was the other one? That guy was talking to us, Elliott Waves, the other day, and he never came back. I gave him my email, but he never reached out. I wanted to understand what he meant about those waves. Waves. He never reached out, but maybe he will. This is a confirmed zone, yo. We want to see what reaction we get from there. Now, sorry. When I start to use the 15-minute breakers only, or you know, as the first step, this will be my trade right there. And just 1:2, and set and forget, and price can go doing whatever it wants to do. It has its own win rate, but I think at the end of the month you should be profitable with a grain of salt. Like if I did that the whole of last week, it would have been a lot of 1:2s, and kind of also surpassed. If just using the 15-minute breaker, entry, just a limit at the discount high or discount low, depending on whether you're going high or short, and then stop loss at the discount high or you say discount premium high or discount low. This will be the premium high, this will be the discount low of that PD array, in this case the breaker. Entry here, stop loss at the other end, 1:2. Last week would have been remarkable. Would have been good. What soft one? So in terms of shorts, that trend line is now negated according to my strategy, because the 16 just passed the 50. So in case we cross up, I'll need to see them line up again, and then a fresh retest without blue crossing the purple. And I use that to help me to get into a trade prematurely, because again, remember, I only have one chance a day. So that's kind of a rule I think will stay, because that's telling me momentum could be reversing, and we could see these things just resume and then just keep going up further, which then I would say is one of the disadvantages of this strategy, but it is what it is. That's how it is right now. That's how it's going to stay. But this right here should be an entry, and keep going up. But because of this drawdown, man, I feel like I need to be very careful, which is hurting me. I usually trade after market open, 6:30 PST, when the 5-minute breakout candle chooses a side. I will wait for a retest and just get in. I also check the moving average indicator, EMA. Oh, complicated. I'm joking. I'm playing. No, I'm playing. Yeah, I think the EMA is could be a good So like what is the which EMA do you use? Like which 21 if I guess 9? Actually, I do have a question. Did I? Yes, I'm glad I use a different. Let me see if I can pull it here. Will I still have those drawings? 5 minutes. No. I will ask you a question, Salome, because I kind of drew out that scenario, but I couldn't tell. Did I delete the? Okay, let me see if there's a trade coming up and then I will ask you. I have a question. I have to be ready to take this trade. Looks good. Ah, I can't take the trade. Rules. I have to wait for the EMAs to line up again and then I'll retest. And the blue can never cross the 50 because then that tells me there's a momentum is kind of strong on that side. Well, that puts me in the best position, so again, ideally this will be a trade. I'ma just do visible current interval only. And then 1:2. And there was a trade earlier. I think I saw one. Did I see a trade earlier? On the 30-minute. Where was it? No, never mind. On the going down, this right here would be the last down candle before it shot up. This was the confirmation. This would have been a loss because if I did that, the entry would have been here, stop loss way up here, and I would have been smoked right immediately. Okay, I think something's coming up. How many times do I have to draw that trend line, or where am I? Oh yeah, line up again. That's why I'm formed a new order block on the 5-minute right here. Are you gonna re-enter or are you done? With a 0.25%, 0.1%. Well, let's see from here what it does. I cannot enter. The emails have to line up again so I can get a good clean setup. I'm going to just put a line here, looking like that. I want to get rid of that. You know what? No, I'm gonna just hide it, and then we'll just hide. Keep that on the 5-minute time frame. I'll be back to check it out. Current interval only. No, it's somewhere here. No, it doesn't have to show. Current interval and below. Okay. Oh yeah. Yo, Salome, which EMA do you how do I ask this? Which number? Which EMA? Okay, which EMA level? No. How would I ask that? EMA 1, EMA 2. Kind of seeing how it's behaving above that 5 minute. No, this should be ES, bro. ES. Currently trading below. This could be a fake move on ES. I think we're still bullish. So what is it doing here? Just yeah, that's good. That is good. Targeting 1 hour. All right. So something like this. Those highs, yeah, those highs are way likely to be taken. But Poloko, what if it's it's a trending day and it really does trend? You can just break even and leave it alone. Even if you lose, it's just 0.5. Give it a shot, just in case he wants to trend until the end of the session. You already made your money. You ain't got nothing to lose. Break even, leave it alone. Can I ask you something? Let's say if you like maybe followed what I'm telling you and it gets to your 1:1 and then you break even and it comes back down and takes you out, would you feel, would that affect you in any way? Having made 2%, because it used to bother me. Well, that was a while back, because then I'd be like, I would have ended the day with 2.5, not 2. I don't know why that would be a problem. But now I just think of, I was risking 0.5 to make way more, so if it comes and takes me out, it's okay. Furthermore, it took me out on break even, and the rewards were great if it worked out. ESU was faking people. I don't trust that you want to go down. This is that daily volume imbalance on the daily also right here, which would be the same as this level way down here. So why are you people funny? And why Let's see, they're still being held. Yes. YM is still in a consolidation. I think today might be a no trade for me. It might be a no trade for me. So I am seriously going to backtest Locos strategy. I know it works, but I need to tell my brain that the strategy works. I will try doing that. I will be one once I reach those heights. Those highs. Do you trade on MT5 or MT4? Because there's an indicator that you can trail your stop loss using EMAs. Man, I thought that was powerful, man. So for example, instead of maybe, you know, once I'm break even and then the trade starts to go your way, you can set your EMA to just go along with 100 EMA, and as the 100 EMA goes, your stop loss is going with you. I think that's why, man, MT4 was very strong, man. And all these tools, you could get them for free. The other one that I know about that has such abilities would be NinjaTrader, but all those indicators, the people who make them are selling them. I wonder who made NinjaTrader, because I feel like, I don't know, because I know MT4, I think the technology is from Russia, but NinjaTrader has to be from America. Ain't nothing for free here. NinjaTrader, what would I say? Owner. Kraken completed acquisition of NinjaTrader in 2025 for 1.5 billion. But then again, it's the developers who, and that has nothing to do with where it comes from. But with MT4, there's a lot of developers who just offer their stuff for free, especially for, there's a site called Forex. I don't know how they make money, but they have this right here. They have a lot of indicators. Like, this is powerful. I like this indicator when I was working with MT5 or MT4. Like, I wonder, maybe they do advertise, maybe that's how they make money. But MT5, MT4 indicators are fire. Not really. MT5, okay. There's a tool called let me see, what is it called? Yo, wait a minute. Do I have a trade? Yes, I think I'm good here. If I do get a trade, I'll get in. I just need to see another swing high and I'll take a trade. Polok, I'll get back to you in a second here. So let's say you enter and it got to a place you break even. If it starts like going away and you want to book in a little bit of profits, you can set that EMA, your stop loss to follow that EMA. I think you probably know about it. And I got it from this website for free. Yeah, so EMAs have lined up nicely. That's a good retest. I need to see another swing for me to take a trade. I hope I get it. Right now this thing is poised to keep going higher. My stop loss will be right here. I hope we don't need to come and retest again. We are just about to get to the top of the hour. I wonder if that's a trend line enough. Well, it needs to be a fresh trend line. So I'll just wait. Need that guy to close bullish. I need another swing. I need another swing. Because I really want to be strict with this thing going forward. So everything has to be fresh again. Lines up, retest. I need a swing. We already touched the breaker block right there. Trading above a 15 minute, that's just an added confirmation. Just one more thing left and I'll take this trade, and if it loses I'll be okay because I will have done everything in my if I do this and then I lose this trade, I'm gonna be like, yo, why didn't you wait for a second swing high right after the EMA is lined up? Which might not be necessary actually, but one might be forming right now. So 1, 2, 32 seconds. Come on. I'm drinking juice in the morning. $8.53.9. 100 points. Even if this thing retraced, will still be stuck in here. Let's say my entry was right here after retracement. Good enough. 100 points. 1:1. We'll still be looking for something else. So this is a good deal. I think we might be getting a trend line here. So at the cross of that trend line, we have a trade and the stop loss is much smaller. 70 points will still be one contract. Let's see. Maybe 275. Okay. We might have something here. Yes. High, low. 15 minute bearish, 15 minute whatever. Fair value gap has been inverted. This is that daily level. Crossed above, crossed below. What in the world am I seeing here? Where is Prof today? I've not seen Prof. Did Salome tell us the EMA that she uses? Assuming it's a she, Salome, that she uses. Prof! Maybe my eyes saw the comment, but I didn't. My brain didn't register. Or my brain saw, but my eyes, blah, blah. But sorry guys, I won't be available for at least 3 days. Did we take a trade today? I'm still waiting for a trade, but Poloko already did. I don't know what time he texted that. I just saw the comment. Poloko did hit the 1:2 already. Salome, did you take a trade today with your strategy? MT5. Oh, Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader, Chicago, Illinois, headquarters. Not about. Do you say MT5 or Meta Quotes? Meta Quotes, headquarters. Cyprus. Is Cyprus a country? Has offices in Mexico, Pakistan, Malaysia, Turkey, Bahamas. Nothing in America. Where is MetaQuotes based? Based in Cyprus. Why? Is Cyprus a country? That is ignorance. Country in the Middle East. Okay. Oh my god. You did take a trade on your Proform account and lost? Then you took another trade on your paper trading account and won. Oh man. Yeah. I think I asked like which EMA do you use? Maybe you answered me. I'm not seeing the comment. Alright, this thing is reversing now. Whatever it's doing. Again, blue just crossed 60. The reason why I'm kind of strict with the blue, you know, the 16 crossing the 50 is it could be an indication that we are now getting into, you know, consolidation vibes where it will just be going round and round. So that's kind of one of the main reasons why I don't want to see the blue crossing the 50, because then now, you know, again, as I said, there is some consolidation vibes now. That's why I needed to line up, retest without the blue crossing the 50, and then, you know, break out from that trend line and keep going the other side. Otherwise, blue just crossed above, it's now crossing below. When it crosses above, I need to see a retest and all that good stuff without, you know, the 16 crossing below the 50. Otherwise, consolidation vibes right there. Yup. And I think that's why I implemented that, you know, that rule. And of course, I think the most helpful one is the trend line formation and a trend line break. If you think about it, the trend line break does represent a breaker. Normally there's gonna be a breaker on the 1 minute. And then the retracement will represent also like a retracement back to the OTE level. And sometimes it doesn't even go all the way, so you can still take advantage of that. I feel like a few problems are solved with those rules, especially for a beginner. Could be an easy way to enter into trades. Well, you will lose on such things here, but you could have looked at something else and made money. But it's now 9 a.m. my cutoff time. I don't know if I want to, you know, keep looking for a trade. I think I'll just stop here and then come back and try see if I can get a trade in the afternoon, or rather my 12 a.m. candle my time. That will be the 3 p.m. candle New York time. Try to see if we can, you know, participate in its expansion, in the expansion of that 1 hour candle. I usually call it the last hour of trading. I mean, the markets will close at what time? At 5, I think. But the momentum does end at 4. Well, sometimes it will continue, but mostly at 4 p.m. we see the market just cool down. For local, stop loss is right here, I believe. This is consolidation vibes to me now. What did I want to look at? Friday's shenanigans. I put everything in. Okay. How do I do that now? All right, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. So what I want to do is just go fill up the whatever happened on Friday. I didn't take a screenshot of the after what happened, and then I like to see like the potential of that day, which I think was whatever, and then I'll come back at 11:30 my time, so 11:30, 11:45. Get ready for that 12 p.m. candle. Maybe there might be a good setup then. If not, we'll just wait for tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Again, this could also keep going up, and I could just miss out on the trade. But what now? This leg down here to up here, up breaker. We got to that one standard deviation. No, we did not. I have to manually close all this now, or I can do that later, or we can just overlap things. Doesn't hurt. Let's come here. Now let's put time, so we also be on the same page. What day was it? Group 5, group 4. No. They are not grouped, yo. Jeez, so they are not grouped. Okay. Yep, I think that's all we need. This is today. I want to take a screenshot before I leave. But I'll be back in the afternoon. 9, 10, 11. One more hour. This was ES. Was there no... I feel like we have things we don't need here. Oh, that was like what I was aiming for. Inside this daily something that is not being shown. Doesn't matter. I won't remember it anyway. So this is not very I'll just wait, but in the meantime what I can do is maybe fill out what I can, then I'll come do the picture later. The potential is nuts. Oof. I'll just do up to 110, whatever, which was where now? Right on this candle. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna just mark it so I know where to stop. 110, so right up here. So I'll just say that was the potential for this trade in terms of what I'm doing right now. 9.49, but the actual potential would be that low. 10R. Okay, I'll just do 9R. 9.49. We'll do 9R. That's okay. How about the points? the points before we go closed out. 9.46. 99 points. I'll say 100 because the actual potential will be way down here. No, 195. It cannot be only. No, this right here, 1,000. Ooh-wee. Sheesh. Okay. 940 points in terms of FundedNext, but it's not like we're gonna be. Okay, let's just do this one. Okay, I'll just do 1,000. I'll write 1,000 points. Fair enough. For 10. 1, 2, take it back how it was. Okay, I need to go 9.4. My guy, 940 plus potential points. 9R, and then I'll take a picture later when I can group these things. I think right now, because my computer is kind of loaded with all these things I'm running, it's going to be hard. So I will sort that out later. All right, we have a triangle forming here. Price about to get squeezed. We know what's gonna be happening now. One side has to cave in. I prefer when this is happening than when it's doing the opposite, which will be seek and destroy. When it's the opposite, like we start something like this, and now we're forming that triangle facing backwards, if I may say that. This is a bad place to be trying to take trades unless you know what you're doing, and one trade a day can save you from this. This is just wrong, and they will do this sometimes. This is just wrong, but who cares? So whoever has stops here gets stopped out. Whoever stops here gets stopped out. Whoever stops here gets stopped out. Whoever stops. So they're taking people on both sides. Boom, boom. Seek and destroy. The opposite of what's happening here. So we know this is a squeeze. Price will go one side. Maybe fake and go the other side. This right here. For people who like to chase price, you kind of get beat up on these days. But I'm thinking, once you know this is happening, which would be, I don't want to say impossible, but it is doable. Once you take out this high, I think it would be wrong. It will be I think on the second time now is when maybe you'd realize what's happening. So once this side gets back in range, which will be maybe this candle, then you can take a trade and come down here. I've seen that happen in real time a couple of times, but never had the courage to get in. I think I've done it once. Get in and then aim for the other side. But eventually it does choose a side, retest, and then keeps going down. Or fake retest, then keep going the other side. So the other way to trade this is kind of maybe wait for it to show its hand, what it wants to do. Retest this zone and then come out. Anyway, I haven't seen that in a minute, because I'm not here all day anyway. Okay. All right. I did okay. So Salome Poloko Prof, I will see you if you're gonna be available in the afternoon. Yeah, I didn't get a trade this morning. I think it might be a while before anything else forms, or maybe it might be forming right now, but yeah, I'm just gonna close here and be back in the afternoon, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, Poloko, all the best on your runner. If you can't, leave it alone. If it takes you out, just break even, then leave it alone. It might just, today might just, maybe we might get to the next daily level. Oh, I was telling you about that whatever. What would it be called? EMA stop loss. About the tool that follows your. You can use the EMAs to trail your stop loss. Let's see if I can find it. Moving average. How would it know what is SL, you guy? Stop loss manager. Stop loss management. Here we go. Moving average trailing stop. It. Let's say you want to step away from your charts and you want to book in a little bit of the profits. This is, you can check it out and then see if, it's something you can want. So you can have you can have it on another tab with the same instrument you're trading, and then there's gonna be like an on and off. If now you break even and the trade has gone your way, you don't really want to close profits but you want to book in, you can kind of use any EMA that you feel is good to trail with, maybe the 50, 100, whatever, and then you just keep trailing with it. For example, if you started trailing somewhere here, your price was way up here, you get stopped out up here. Let's say you've moved away from your charts. Yeah, again, as I said, you want to book in profits, you don't care, you already made some money, that's just a runner, and you can use that. There we go, stop loss following moving average, I think, and it's for free, y'all. Ninja Trader, whoever makes this, they're charging 800. I don't know, Ninja Trader just has some not so free people like MetaTrader. So this is how it would look like. You go in here, set up your moving average. If it's simple, exponential, whatever you want, you'd set it up right there, and all you have to do is just enable or disable it. Yep, it's right there, free of charge. They should have it for MT4 and also for MT5. Yeah, here you go, download EMA trailing stop for MT5 right there. If you want it, you can go get it. The other tool I like using is the PSC profit, whatever, but you just come here and do here the position sizer. I like this one too. So if all I want to risk is just 1%, you can just put that there and then move your stop loss anyhow. It adjusts the position size for you, so I'll always be risking 1%. We don't have that yet on TradingView, but I think they might get it soon. Yeah, you're good. I will backtest your strategy. I have to the next time I get some free time, which might be tomorrow. And yep, I have to rebrain my brain from wanting to see so many so many confirmations. I will do that on a trending month and probably a choppy month. Or a trade might be forming here. But then again, yo, All right, Poloko Salome, Prof said he'll be away for at least 3 days. We will be here, God willing, and yep. Hopefully, I'll be done by this thing. 3 days. I feel like I might have started stalling when I got so anxious of getting to the 53k, which I think is something that happens when you're just within that last round. So I need to stop caring about getting to the 53k. That would just be a byproduct. And just continue to enjoy the progress and the process of trading and following our rules, and those other things will be byproducts. We start focusing so much on the other things, we start doing stupid things here. Now, if this is now the breakout, it's okay. For the sake of Poloko, keep going up. All right, I'll see you in a few hours, maybe in 2 hours, 9, 10, 11, in 3 hours. 3 hours, 20-ish minutes. All right, and I'm out.